Here with head volleyball coach Scott Mattera. The team went out to Clarke University over the weekend for a tournament in Dubuque. I'm sure you were thrilled about the back-to-back matches both days. But talk about your team's performances starting with Friday.
Yeah, Friday night we actually played pretty well. We just made more mistakes than the teams we played. They were both 20-plus win teams that are competing and they're very well in their conference. Stritch honestly made almost zero mistakes. Other than our blocks, you'll see their hitting stats. I honestly think they only had 3 or 4 hitting errors other than the ones that we blocked, and they had maybe 1 or 2 service errors the entire match. So we needed to play a little bit cleaner. We didn't, and they ended up taking us. But it was a very tight match against a very good 20-plus win team. So couldn't fault the effort, just need to play cleaner volleyball. Clarke then is a very athletic, very tall, long team that was a fantastic blocking team. And due to scheduling things, they were able to sit and watch and scout our entire Stritch match, and they were just sitting on our stuff waiting for it, and we were scrambling to try and get their stuff down. So it did make a difference, and but they're a very good team. They had 5 good hitting options, solid setter, passed the ball extremely well against our service. So good win by them. Again, couldn't fault the effort. We just needed to play cleaner, more consistent volleyball.
Then Saturday, you picked up a pair of wins
Yep.
there. Talk about those.
Yeah, I was really happy with our girls' effort, especially playing 4 matches in 18 hours. That's unheard of to even ask a team to do that. We played at 6 and 8 on Friday night, and then got about 6 hours of sleep. Came back and played at 8 and 10 and 12 the next day. So for us to come out the way we did, just having fun playing volleyball with our teammates was really good. We played pretty clean against Purdue North Central. They're a young program, new coach, things like that. The program hasn't been in place a long time, and so they're just getting on their feet, and they're doing good things, but it was definitely a match we should have handled, and we did handle extremely well. So I was proud of the way we just took care of our business there. And then the match with Judson was just a fantastic match. 2 evenly matched teams. They're doing pretty well in that Chicagoland conference over there, and it was a great match. And our girls just performed better under pressure than they did. They beat us pretty badly the games they won, but the 3 that we won were tight, closely contested, and we won almost all of the pressure points.
Were you afraid you wouldn't have anything left with the grueling schedule and going to 5 sets?
We've done a really good job of conditioning this fall. We instituted it in all of our practices and things like that, and I saw absolutely zero effects of fatigue, which, yes, I was nervous about it, but I was very, very pleased with how we handled it.
This was the last weekend tournament trip. How enjoyable is it for the team to go on these road trips? I'm sure the coach is ready to get out of the van after 6 or 7 hours.
Come on, 7 hours in a van with listening to way too much Shania Twain, and it was a great time. The girls make it fun. We were a little bit outside of Omaha, just driving that evening, sunset, music blaring, playing games in the car and stuff, and I was like, there's a lot worse ways to make a living. So these road trips really bring us together as a team and a group, and we were able to eat dinner and lunch at one of the girls' houses that lives in Iowa, so we got to remember family and things like that. So it's a great part of what we do.
The season's winding down, only 4 more regular season matches to go. What do you expect to see down the stretch with some pretty good opponents?
Yeah, well, I expect to see 4 really good teams across the net from us, but we've been targeting the end of the season ever since the beginning of the season. We talked about not worrying about how good we are in August and not worrying about how we're looking in September, because everything we've done is building towards being good at the end of the year. And right now we're playing our best ball of the year. The offense is starting to come together in terms of understanding what we're trying to accomplish, getting some different people involved in different places. We're getting healthy again towards the end of the year here, and I am really excited for these last 4 matches. We're going to have a chance to really open some eyes here.
You mentioned getting healthy. I know Kim Miller returned to the court this weekend. How big a help is that?
Yeah, Kim's still a work in progress. She's probably at about 70% right now. She's healthy, pretty much pain free, but not everything is back timing wise and explosiveness wise to Kim's level of excellence. So she played a bit this weekend, did fairly well. She tried to score 10 points on a couple of individual swings and whatnot just from being out 5 weeks, but she really did give us an emotional lift. It was good to have her back, and she's only going to get stronger and stronger over the last 2 weeks here. So we're obviously excited to have her back.
I know you've been excited about the way recruiting has gone. Tell me a little bit about the student athletes that you have on board
Sure.
coming in for next year.
Well, Allison Weeby from Malcolm signed a couple weeks back, and she'll be a developmental player for us. It has a really nice, we're looking to turn her into a serve specialist. She's got a really nice jump serve on her that we're going to develop into something that becomes a weapon for us. So she's a great girl, has come to our camps for several years, and just a good fit for the school and the program. So we're excited about Al. Tegan Skanes was one of our top targets as soon as I got here. She plays for one of the best clubs in the country out of Colorado Springs, Colorado. Played on their top team out there, and really has a ton of high-level experience and is a really solid athlete. And then Taylor Workman from Lincoln Christian. They are 23-3, I believe, on the season now, and she's leading them in kills and blocks and all kinds of stuff. So she's a 6-foot middle that came to us in the spring and practiced, came to a few of our open gyms. I shouldn't say practice, it's actually open gyms during the summer, and got to know a few of the girls and really kind of fell in love with Concordia, and it was just, it was kind of an obvious fit. So we're really excited about that, and we've got several big visits coming up in the next 2 weeks here too to add to them.
What are the most important traits you're looking for in recruiting? Obviously, besides the obvious that they're really good players.
Right. Well, they have to be great fits for the school. We've had a couple of visits that they were great girls, just didn't fit culture-wise. From too far away or a huge city, and weren't used to the culture here. And we decided, hey, if the fit isn't right, as much as you'd help us on the volleyball court, that this has to be a holistic experience. So that's one of the things we obviously look for, especially once they're on campus, is getting that feel right. In terms of volleyball-wise, we are looking for a certain body type, which is long, and a certain jump reach. It comes down to approach reach right now, where we need to get up into that 9.6, 9.7, 9.8 touch reach, where if they take a 3-step approach, how high are they getting? It's difficult to teach that. You can improve it a little bit, but a lot of it just comes down to pure athleticism and body type. So we need to start with that, and then you can develop skills as long as they've got some to start with.
Finally, where do you see the program 1 year from now, 2 years from now, and down the line?
Well, I'm not one much for bold predictions, especially on camera, but it's definitely moving in the right direction, and I see great things here for Concordia volleyball, and we will be a national contender within the next several years.